Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome to the first of many Midwest Crappie Alliance Dale Hollis Shootout Lives. We are here today we've got several people here with us today, and I'll let everybody introduce themselves here in just a few minutes, but just wanted to say hello. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to go through a lot of good stuff tonight. You guys are going to get to ask questions. If you have any questions, please put them over in the comment section. Okay. If you are watching this on YouTube, you have the ability to comment. So you can comment, ask questions. We can post those on the screen, just like Mr. Tommy Ezel right here. What's going on, Tommy? Catch any crappie today? Tommy wants to know if we went fishing. Not all of us are as lucky as you, Tommy. We don't get to fish every day. We got to work, my friend.
Exactly. What's up, Tommy?
So if you have questions, guys, please ask those questions. We want to answer those for you, okay? So real quick, as we get started this evening, I'm going to let these guys tell you who they are, where they're from, what they're about, and then I will talk at the end of that, I guess, right? I'll tell everybody mine at the end. So let's start with Steven. Steven, what's going on this evening?
Oh, same old stuff. I'm Steven Melton from Collinsville, Kentucky. Green River Lake, home lake. That's about it.
We can't tell you're from Kentucky at all, Steven.
Probably not.
So what's your home lake?
Green River Lake.
Grand River.
Green River. Yeah.
Green River. Okay, Green River. Yeah. Good lake. A lot of fish in Green River, right?
A whole lot of fish. Yep,
Yeah.
Lots of numbers.
Yeah. Lots of numbers, not lots of big ones, though, right?
Not a lot of big ones. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good lake. Very good lake. So, Steven, you're a director for the event. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep, I am.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. I know Dan's glad to have you.
Absolutely.
Chad, what's going on, my friend?
Not much. Chad Anderson. I'm from Hopedale, Illinois, close to the Peoria area. I'm the president of the Heart of Illinois Crappie Club. My home lake, I don't know. There's a bunch of little ones. We'll say Lake Shelbyville. That's the closest one that most people know. It's a couple hours away. It's the biggest one. That's about it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You, Chad is another director for the event, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Bill, you want to tell us a little bit?
Yeah, I'm Bill Phillip. I'm a director for the Northeast Ohio Crappie Club. I live in Litchfield, Ohio, and I've been tournament fishing for going on 35 years now, kids. And so I got into this because I like the good old days a little bit better than they are right now. So I'm trying to see if I can facilitate turning things around and getting us back to being friends when we fish instead of so much of the competition. So that's my goal, is to sit around a big fire and sing Kumbaya.
Awesome. Awesome. You're jumping ahead of us a little bit, Bill, but that's okay. No worries. So Bill's excited, right?
Bill's excited.
I'm one of the admins, so anything that comes in, I see, and it just fuels me every day when I see we get so much support from everyone. It's really cool. So yeah, I am excited.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So, Mr. Dan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us, where you come from, what your background is. Give us a little info.
Dan Elko. I live in Hiram, Ohio. I'm the director with my brother, who's right next to me.
Hi, guys.
With Northeast Ohio Crappie Club. We've been running that club this will be our 12th season this year. We've got about 80 to 90 members. It fluctuates from year to year. We fish all over Ohio, and we kind of go into Pennsylvania as well. Yeah, Western PA. So it's been a great passion of ours. Obviously, Bob and I, we kind of tell this story. We started crappie fishing. We were like 11 and 12 years old, started it. But the big thing was when he got his driver's license, we used to go to church every Sunday, just so you guys know. Mom was pretty hot and heavy on that. But Bobby would make me run into church just to get the bulletin. We'd have all our fishing stuff in the back of the truck. We'd run out of church and go fishing all day long. So that's kind of where our passion was for crappie fishing. We love it. We enjoy it. We continue to do it to this day. We've been tournament fishing for 25 years. And it's been a joy and a blast for us. And I am one of the directors for Midwest Crappie Alliance. And I'm so excited about putting this event on. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a lot of fun. So for those that don't know me, my name's Matt Zenas. I'm a director for the event as well. Can't wait. It's going to be an absolute blast down there. President of East Tennessee Crappie Club. So I guess as far as home waters are concerned, I guess I'm closest, right, to Dale Hollow. So definitely not home waters for me. Actually, I personally, until Dan called me and asked me to participate in the event and fish the event, I hadn't been on the lake. So I have been on the lake a few times now, and it's going to be fun. It is a very different body of water for a lot of different anglers. So but it's a good body of water. It's a really cool lake. It's a beautiful lake, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. So, guys, tell us who is Midwest Crappie Alliance? Because I know I came in to Midwest Crappie Alliance kind of on the back end of everything. So I guess I'll say I was the last choice, right? But I guess you guys had been working on Midwest Crappie Alliance for a lot longer than I know. So tell us a little bit about Midwest Crappie Alliance and who is Midwest Crappie.
Will do. And Matt, real quick, I think Nate's waiting in the lobby. So there is another director, guys, just so you know. There's actually a couple more I wanted to bring up that are not online with us. There's Nate.
What's going on? There he is.
So
hey, how's it going, guys?
Let's get the Nate. Nate, tell us about yourself, Nate.
Yeah, I'm with I'm the president for the Indiana Slab Masters, and that's about it. Crappie. I've been tournament crappie fishing probably about 15 years.
Okay, awesome. And then there's another one that's not on tonight, guys. It's Darcy Briggs. He runs the Ohio Crappie Club, and he does a great job down there. They fish a lot of the clubs down southern Ohio, a lot of lakes down there. So he's not on tonight, but he's one of the directors as well. So you want to know about how Midwest Crappie Alliance started. So let me kind of tell you guys. I originally, I would go back almost 7.5 months now. And I told the story on our last live. I had a conversation with James Bailey, the owner of Pop's Jigs. I wanted to do something totally different, totally unique, just really cost effective and affordable for the club anglers on a big setting. No, not only the club anglers, but the sponsors, the vendors as well. So James and I had a conversation, kind of what I wanted to do. Then he kind of led me to Nate, and Nate and I had a conversation about what I wanted to do. And it really just spawned into a lot of different things. I thought, why not reach out to a lot of the club presidents and directors of the Midwest? And that's how it came about. We knew it was Midwest Crappie. We didn't know what the last part of it would be. We had a lot of different names that we were kind of going through. And Bill came up with Alliance, bringing us all together. So that's how Midwest Crappie Alliance came about. And this group has been meeting for about 6 months now. I was kind of looking through my very first emails, sending them out to everybody. So we're going about 6 months putting this whole tournament trail together with all the directors involved here in front of you guys. And I'll tell you what, it's been awesome to work with everybody here. So for those that are out there listening, I don't know, Matt, how many folks are out there right now, but thanks for being a part of us. Thanks for helping us. And thanks for being online with us tonight. So that's how it happened.
That's awesome. Well, I know from everybody, I can speak personally. Everybody on this screen right now has put a lot of work already into the tournament, into those rules, and into getting the tournament started. So I know everybody out there that's going to fish this tournament, guys, probably thanks you all. So it wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you guys. And I'll be honest, when I came in, you guys pretty much had it all done. I just came in kind of on the back end, right? So congratulations. It's going to be an awesome event. And I know you guys put a lot of work into it. So thank y'all. very much because it's going to be awesome.
You guys have any comments just about that? How we got started? Anything from, Nate, how we originally started, and anybody else? Bill, anything? No.
Nope.
Okay, Matt. All right,
All
Matt.
right. So let's talk about, because this is an invitational tournament, right? So let's talk about the invite process and tell us a little bit about, you guys can talk a little bit about your invite process and kind of how you go about inviting your anglers. And if there's an angler out there that is interested in fishing this event, how do they contact you? Who do they talk to? What's the magic word they need to say when they call? Is it snickerdoodle? What is it? What gets an angler an invite to the Dale Hollow Shootout?
Melting spots. That will work. So no, listen, the process was a 3-step process. We originally we printed out these cards for those that you can see them. It is an invite card. The key to it is we started out with all the clubs that are in front of you today. So we had 7 clubs that we gave a bunch of invites out. We kind of thought we'd probably get 70 anglers from all the clubs. I would say that we're pretty spot on with that, maybe a little bit more because there's a few stragglers still out there. So we did that, kind of went through that process. All the sponsors that sponsor our clubs, they're a part of this as well. They will get invites as well, and there's a lot of that going on right now. We do have a lot of folks calling and asking. We're trying to get through the steps in the process, even though they kind of have a couple one-offs that we're putting in there as well. But right now we have 106 teams that are listed. We originally, capped the field at 150. We'll probably do a little bit more than 150 because at the end of the day, you could have some folks that just can't make it for whatever reasons. We want to make sure the field is fully full at 150. So the key to this is, so everybody knows, if you have this little handy dandy card and you can see that RSVP down there, that is a email link. It's not a website. So the key is to RSVP at DHS, which is Dale Hollow Shootout, at MWC, which is Midwest Crappie Alliance. It's CRAPPIE with an A.com. That is an email, not a website. That is key. We got a lot of folks posting things on Facebook that have not RSVP'd and they think it's a website. Please remember that is an email link. And that's how we track it. So basically it goes to 2 of my other email addresses. It actually goes to Darcy Briggs as well. So we're backtracking everybody that comes in to make sure we don't leave anybody off. I have sent the entire list to this entire team, the directors, to verify that I haven't left anybody off too as well. Like I said, a few need to get on board. But other than that, pretty cool process. I love the fact that we are going to have an awesome mix of tournament anglers and what I would call professional anglers as well, crappie anglers in this event. I don't know. I would probably say it's more like it could be a 50-50 split at the end of the day, more or hopefully a 60-40, but it's going to be awesome to have everybody out there. So it has gone well. So that's how the invite works, so everybody knows. It's kind of a 3-step process. And we will open it up if there's spots that, yeah. I can't hear you, Bill. If there's spots that are...
there really is a deal breaker, though. When you ask about what gets us in. You guys breaking up?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah. Okay, it was breaking up. Okay. If you ask me to get invited as an admin, the first thing I do is I scope you out on Facebook, and if you don't have a whole lot of crappie pictures, I sit back and wonder. I think that the deal breaker for me is I got to see a lot of smiling faces with crappie. I think that's a big deal for me because we want this to be all about us. Dedicated. I call us fishing fools. We love it and we'll never stop it. So, but keep asking. Yep. Everybody that's interested needs to put a post out there on our Facebook page.
And keep in mind, folks, if if the field is not full, we're going to open this up to everybody and anybody. So that will happen as well. So obviously we stated the cap is 150. At the end of the day, if we end up with 160, 165, so be it. That's what we're going to do. We want everybody to come down and fish and have a great time. Go ahead, Matt.
All righty. So, guys, if you're interested, again, you can contact any of these guys on the screen. Everybody, I believe, on here has a Facebook page, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you can contact any of us. Dan, I'm sorry I didn't catch it. If you said it, I apologize. But guides on Dale Hollow are not allowed to fish the event, correct?
Correct. That isn't the rules. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter what species it is. If you're a guide or have been a guide on Dale Hollow, you're not able to fish the event. Just so everybody knows, that is in the rules. And we'll probably get to that in a minute. But Matt, you did bring up a good thing about Facebook. We do have a Facebook page out there. So make sure you guys are going out there. There's a lot of cool stuff. For those that you don't know, Mr. Bill Phillips in the bottom right is a writer. He writes some pretty cool stuff and articles that you'll see out there. The nice new format, old values, loved it a lot. So just keep an eye on the Facebook page. There's a lot more to come on that page.
All right. Good deal. So tell us about, let's talk about who's emceeing the event. Tell us who's emceeing the event, who the weighmaster is, who are going to be the faces, I guess, of the event in November.
Yep. So just to let everybody know, Jeremy Manningly will MC the event. So he's already committed to doing that, which is awesome. And then we also have Corey Thomas, who is a guide on Dale Hollow, will be the weigh-in master for the event with a few other folks helping out at the weigh-in. So those two are locked and loaded, which is great. They know a lot about crappie fishing. Corey will be doing seminars as well. We'll have a few other people doing seminars at our expo. And plus, he'll be a marshal as well to kick boats off. And Corey's also doing a lot of fish, eat, live videos out on the lake and other videos down at Dale Hollow. We continue to post that stuff that you guys can see. There are some big fish at Dale Hollow, and Steve will attest to that. There's some big ones out there.
Oh yeah. Dale Hollow is they'll be, you'll catch numbers and numbers of 2 pounders. I mean, it's a good lake that time of year. Real good lake.
Yeah.
Clear but good.
It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some big weights. This is a great event, and again, it's a lake. I agree 100%. So let's talk about a little bit, Dan. Let's talk a little bit. Does anybody have any comments before we move on? Chad, Steven, Nathan, anybody? No, you guys good?
Good.
Good.
So while we're talking about the MCs and who's going to be there and who's making appearances, Dan, let's talk a little bit about the expo, because it's not just a crappie tournament, guys. I mean, we've talked so far about the tournament, about the anglers fishing, but let's punt for a second. Let's move over to the other side of what this tournament's about, which is the draw for every crappie angler in the country, not just the tournament fishermen, right? Let's talk about the expo. Who all's going to be there? How many booths there'll be? How many vendors you're going to have? Let's talk a little bit about that.
All right. So just to kind of let everybody know, the expo will be at the fairgrounds down in Salina, Tennessee. We can probably get about 33 booths in there and kind of let you know everybody who's already somewhat committed in coming. B&M poles are going to be there, Crappie Magnet, Miller Tech lithium batteries. We had a conversation with Mossback Fish Habitat, Pops Jigs, Double L Seat, Driftmaster, Top Hat Jigs, Bonehead Tackle. There you go, Tommy. Lake Fork Rod Socks, Moonshine Crappie Jigs, Smooth Move Seats, the Live Scanner. We've had a conversation with K9 Fishing Product that kind of is they're in that area. Toledo Tackle, Chris Reed Crappie Jigs, Cast Cray Baits, Gamma Line. There you go, Mr. Steve.
Mhm.
I hold Jig Company. Crappie Monster will have a booth. Cornfield Crappie Gear will have a booth. Brush Pile Fishing will be there. Easy Drift Trolling Systems. And Mike's One-Eyed Rooster Chicken Rub will be there. Who's actually giving out free samples with his rub on some chicken. So the cool thing about the expo, just so you guys know, I've heard a lot of different stories about getting food at some of the expos, and they weren't able to get it. There's actually a huge kitchen there, so local folks will be cooking right on site for all the vendors and sponsors that are down there. So you can just go down there and pay for your food right there. You don't have to call. You don't have to go anywhere. That's going to be awesome. So it's right there for everybody. Food, drink, all that. So we also did, while we were down there visiting down in Salina, Tennessee, we actually went to the fairgrounds. Bill was kind enough to kind of do a CAD drawing where everything was going to be laid out. We do have, anywhere from a 10 by 20, 16 by 20. We have a 20 by 20 in there. And we got a lot of 8 by 10s, 10 by 10s. So we kind of look at 33 booths, and we have 22 of them already filled, folks. So if you want to be included in this event, we need to kind of get moving. So cost for booth, just so everybody know.
Real quick, Dan, before you move into costs for booths, tell us for the guys for the crappie angler that's not fishing this event and wants to come to the expo, is there a fee to get into that expo? Is it free to the anglers? What are we doing?
There's no cost to get into the expo. Once again, it's very cost effective for everybody, even for folks that want to come down. No cost at all. Only thing that you would end up buying down there is stuff from the vendors and the food and drink while you're down there.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome. So you can come, everybody can come, they can participate, they can go to the expo, they can buy a bunch of cool crappie stuff, they can see a bunch of cool crappie stuff, they can watch the weigh-ins, they can talk to the anglers, they can, if you're not fishing this event, you can participate in it almost as much as everyone else. Just can't go out in the boat, right?
Exactly.
Well, you can go out in the boat, you just can't weigh in fish. Let's say that.
There you go. One thing I left out, there's actually going to be live entertainment too. So, forget his name, but there'll be live entertainment.
His name's Bill. He's right down here on the bottom of the screen. He's playing the guitar and singing, right, Bill?
So you playing with your keyboard? But no, we have everything mapped out. We're actually going to go down and just make sure everything is to the T with our CAD drawings to make sure everything's perfect. And we'll be good to go.
Bill's on mute. Got to unmute your mic, Bill.
Yeah, you're on mute, Bill.
All right, so let's see. Let's talk a little bit about lodging for those that are coming. For not only the anglers, but let's talk about lodging for everybody that wants to come and participate in the event too, Dan.
Yeah, let me back up for a second just about cost for booths. Those that are interested for the expo, it's really cost effective for you folks too. If you want an 8 by 10, it's $300. You want a 10 by 20, it's $500. There is also sponsorship packages as well that provide different opportunities for folks, anywhere from $1,000 to $500 to $250. So if you're interested in any of those, just give us a call or hit us up on that email link. Lodging. I sent out to most of all the anglers already. There's about 10 opportunities for lodging. We do have a lodging sheet. You got Cedar Hill Resort, Dale Hollow Marina, Cedar Hill Motel, Dale Hollow Inn, Valley View Motel, Hollow Log Cabins, Howley Creek Resort. The Dale Hollow State Park, which we found out will only be open on the weekends. We're trying to get that fixed. I'm not sure we can since it's state ran, but we're trying. See if they would open up for that week. Obviously, you got Airbnb and you have VRBO. You can hook on those sites too as well. But if you're looking for the lodge sheet, let me know. I do have all the phone numbers on this sheet based on what I just told everybody. I can send that out for those that need it.
Awesome. Guys, anything to add? You guys excited about the expo? Yes, no,
Yeah.
maybe so.
Yeah.
There you go. Come on,
Hey,
boy.
you guys are alive. I just thought y'all fell asleep.
Hey,
Almost.
Steve, I think we all should have had a shot, don't you think?
I think so. It
There
would
you
made
go.
a lot better. A whole lot
Yep.
better.
Yeah. Dan, it's your voice. It's like a lullaby, man.
I'm sorry. My wife doesn't think that, just so you all know. That doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. All right. So talked about Expo, talked about how to get invited, talked about fishing the tournament. Let's talk a little bit about the sponsorship packages. So if you're not going to be able to come to the Expo, you're not going to be able to fish the tournament. You want to be involved in the tournament. You want to help with the tournament. You want to sponsor the event. You want your logo flown at the tournament, whatever that may be, whatever concoction you want. Is there a way for people to sponsor the event, Dan, to where they can have their company logo there if they can't be there?
Yep, absolutely. Like I said, there's 3 sponsorship packages. There's a big slab sponsor, which includes a booth of 16 by 20, all your logos at the weigh-in, all the media coverage that will announce your name and give you publicity that way. There's a black crappie sponsor, which is $500, all your banners and logos at the stage, advertising and media outlets. You'll have banners at the expo. That's for the big slab sponsor too as well. And then we have a package for $250. If you just want your banners out there and your logos, we're more than happy to do that as well. So if anybody's interested in that, please let me know. We'll get that over to you ASAP.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's see. So the expo, did we talk about where the expo was going to be at, Dan?
Yeah, it's going to be at the fairgrounds in Salina. It's actually, if for those that you have been through Salina, it's a small town. I don't even think there's any stoplights, is there, Steve? You'll, yeah, yeah, you'll go through the town of Salina. It's literally from, if you're going from Cedar Hill ramp, it's literally tops 10 minutes. We do have one, so it's really a 10-minute drive. And the key to the whole thing, guys and gals that are fishing this too as well, we really want all the anglers and the vendors to be together every day. So it's cost effective for a reason. So for some of those guys that are tying their hand jigs and they're going to spend $300 for a booth, we want the vendors to be there until 8 o'clock. I want the guys to go fish and get showered, go down and spend time with everybody, spend some money. I want it to be a win-win for everybody. So I want it to be cost effective. So that's the key. No different with the entry fee for the tournament. For all the anglers, it's $300. It's cost effective. We have 106 teams already, so kind of do the math. It's building pretty quick. So that's the key. It's about building relationships and getting together with everybody. And as Bill stated about the kind of old values and old ways, we want to get back to that.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I think crappie fishing, and Steven, Nathan, Chad, and Bill, who keeps popping in and out. Where's he at? There he is. You guys would probably attest to this. You'd probably agree. Crappie fishing went from this place of local tournaments with 10 to 15 boats to, obviously there have been the national trails floating around, the Crappie USA, which Stephen has behind his shoulder there, and the Crappie Masters trails. But still, those tournaments were somewhat localized, right, to those lakes that they went to fish, and they were still somewhat small. And then all of a sudden, crappie fishing went from those small kind of localized events to just exploded. It just exploded to, these huge tournaments that absolutely were outside of the realm of affordability for the average crappie angler. Right? Would you guys agree with that? It just kind of went from A to C and skipped B altogether.
Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, what you guys have put together here and what I'm excited to be a part of is you guys put together this B type tournament that has a great payout, right? because we hadn't talked about the payout for this thing. We'll get to that in just a second, Dan. But a great payout and is very affordable for the average crappie angler to come in, fish the event, and have a good time. Get to know a lot of good people, get to learn a lot of faces and names within the industry of crappie fishing, and get to see a lot of product, really, really neat product that people are out there making in one building at one time.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So this is that mid ground tournament that everybody has been looking for, waiting for, if you will, that is affordable, but has also got a great payout.
Absolutely. And the key is, I mean, I know a lot of us have fished the bigger tournaments, and it does cost a ton of money with the gas prices the way they are today, the lodging, everything that's involved in it. And the key of what we wanted to do, we want everybody that pays, you're going to play every day. Instead of getting knocked out on day one, everybody, the whole field is fishing 2 days. Okay. So first day, second day, everybody's in. After day 2, we're cutting the field down to 25 who are going to fish for the big pot. Day 3, everybody else that's left, we're going to have a fish off for 5 hours for one big slab. So the key thing, nobody goes home. I mean, it's nothing more discouraging than, traveling 16, 17 hours and after day 1, you're out. Then you're kind of upset and you go home and it's been a long week and you're frustrated. So we want it to be good. We want it to be different. We want something unique. And everybody's going to fish every day. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I mean, I agree with you. The allure of those large tournaments, those big money tournaments, huge, big tournaments is fun. But at the end of the day, I'd hate to invest that much into a tournament and then after day 1 just be canned. I mean, we've all seen it before. Somebody catches 6 pounds on day 1 and they come back on day 2 and catch 3 pounders. Now that's outlandish, right? But it happens. You can go out and have a really good day and all of a sudden you're back in the hunt. But that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I think that, being able to fish those 3 days with that investment that you put forward is awesome. That's where it's at. So tell us a little bit about which one. Let's let Steven tell us. Steven.
Well, hi.
What's the payout on this thing?
100%. So more money we can draw, the more anglers we can get, the more money's going to be in whoever wins pocket and all the way down the list.
No doubt. Nathan, where are you going to finish at? Can you hear me, Nate?
He might be on mute.
No, he's not on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
There.
He's skipping a little bit. Oh, he went out. All right, Chad. Where are you fishing? Or where are you finishing at?
I plan on being in the top 150.
Oh, come on.
There you
Come
go.
on. Come on. Everybody wants to see us poke at each other. Come on now.
Now, I'm shooting for the top 150.
I hear you.
Top 25 would be nice, but yet, I don't know. I'm just excited about the whole experience, the whole tournament, everything about this. This is awesome. I just think it's really going to it's going to set a standard to where, we're going to have to make it even better the next year. I think it's going to be that good.
Texas Crappie Assassin said, good answer, Chad.
But keep in mind, folks, I mean, entry fee's $300. I mean, how can you beat that? And you get to fish every day. So the purse, now we have down here $50,000 from 1 through 25 on championship day. It will be more than that, depending on what comes in. But keep in mind, folks, we're saying this is 100% payout. Everything that comes into the expo, everybody that sponsors and expo money, it goes back into the tournament. Just minus whatever expenses that we put into it comes out, but it's going to be like 150% payout. we're not keeping that nothing. Our passion is all about fishing, and our passion is about putting on something different, and having a damn good time, to be honest with you. And that's what we're going to do. So hopefully everybody kind of likes what we're trying to do, and I'm sure, you'll have some that don't understand things, but that's okay. We just want to do something different.
Well, it's going to be that, and I'll go ahead. I'll stick my neck out there. Okay, let me be the one to put my neck on the guillotine. All right, I'll put my neck on out there for you guys. Y'all are too nice. I'm gonna get ugly with it. All right, I'm gonna get all up in y'all's grill here in a second. All right, I'm gonna say, let's see. I'm gonna finish one in front of wherever Tommy Ezel finishes. How about that?
There you go.
Y'all like that?
There you go.
Let's see.
Wherever Tommy Ezel finishes, I'm gonna be one ahead of that. So as long as I do that, I've had a good day. I want to make sure I send him back to Texas where I can call him 4 or 5 times on the trip. You know what I mean?
I'm waiting for a comment, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy would get a lick out of that. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. And the other thing is, it just there is an off limits to the lake, so everybody knows, which is in the rules. There's 1 month off limit only, so it gives everybody flexibility to get down and fish the lake, to kind of learn the lake. It's only the month of October that is off limits, the 1st through October 31st. That is the off limits part. And the one key thing is when everybody's out there pre-fishing that week. Let's see, Wednesday the 9th, November 9th, you got to be off the water at 1 o'clock. We have a rules meeting and a few other things going on at the government building, which is, that address is actually on the rules. It's Cordell Hill Drive in Salina, Tennessee. That's where everybody will meet. You'll get welcome packets there. You'll get a lot of fun stuff. And then you'll get one of these, just so everybody knows. You'll get a lanyard with a boat number. On the back of this, you're going to see a bunch of emergency contacts. You'll have every director's number on the back. You'll have a boat service number on the back, just in case something goes wrong, breakdown, you need something fixed, which is Rich's Marine. There's 2 numbers on there for you guys to contact and deal with. But if you break down or something, just call us, let us know. But everybody will have a lanyard, just so you know.
That's awesome. So you're actually going to have a boat service there that's going to be servicing people. Let's say they foul a plug, or they got let's say they got bad gas. They need to suck the gas out of their boat, get some new gas in it. You're going to have a boat service at the event that can help these anglers keep them on the water. Absolutely.
They'll be ready to go. I've had a conversation with them. I just need to let them know a week in advance so they can have everybody on call. So we'll be good.
Awesome. Hey, Chad, Chase says smile, man.
And also there will be a medical boat during the tournament. If anybody has any issues, there will be a boat planted out in that halfway in the lake somewhere for people to come and get whatever medical attention they need. So that's a real good thing.
Yeah, that is. So when I put a hook through my finger, I can go get somebody to get it out.
No, just tear it out.
Ooh, yikes.
Just push it back through the other side.
There you go.
Hold it right down.
There you go. Just shove it through and yank it out.
Yep. Keep going.
Yeah, y'all can do that. All right, here's a question. Brian says, when will the expo open or close? Or open and close?
The key for the expo is I want everybody at the expo open on Wednesday. They need to be ready to go Wednesday for after our meeting Wednesday night, which starts at 4 o'clock. Hopefully it's a couple hours. Then everybody's going to the expo. So Wednesday is key to have everybody set up, and then they go home Sunday morning. They'll be there Saturday. So after the tournament, everybody goes down there, has a good time. Kumbaya, right, Bill? Get a campfire going, have a few beers, and have a good time.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Dan, what else do you have that you'd like to talk about? We talked about the emergency contacts. You want to talk a little bit about this tournament's going to be a little bit different than your average just 15 boat blast off or start fishing at such and such time tournament. It's going to be a little bit different. There is going to be flights. And I think if I am not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason for flights is because we're trying to protect fish, right? We can't have 150 boats standing at a weigh-in line with a bag of fish that could or could not potentially have oxygen in it. And there's nothing that harms a tournament quicker than dead fish, right? So we need to do our best to protect the fish. So we are going to have a flighted event. Now the flights are, and I'll let you talk a little bit about it, or anybody that wants to talk about it, but the flights are going to be relatively close together, 30 minutes apart, correct?
30 minutes apart.
But the whole purpose and point behind that is to protect the fishery. The fishery is a great fishery. We don't want to harm it. So we're doing our best to try to protect the fish, as well as get everybody through the weigh-in line and out the other side with their fish. So you want to tell us a little bit about how that's going to roll?
Yeah. So based on boats again, you're going to have 3 different flights. Flight 1 will be at 6 a.m. Flight 2 at 6:30. Flight 3 at 7 o'clock. There'll be designated ramps by flight for day 1. Day 2, we'll switch some things up, but we'll give you more detail on that later. But the key is to have 50 boats at each ramp, and that might be more based on if we have 170 boats, like Steve said, we'll have to adjust some things based on ramps. So we can do that. But it is key for the fishery and the fish, especially for the folks weighing the fish in, for Corey and his team, and the marshals getting folks through the lines. We want the fish to be healthy going back in the water. So that's why we're separating things to help the weigh-in go quickly, smoothly. That's key. You're also going to have, we did go out and purchase weigh-in bags, so everybody knows, which are kind of cool. They actually have our logo on them. Those that you can see that. They do have mesh liners in them. We will have aerated tanks out there to put the mesh liners in the aerated while you're waiting in line, just so there's oxygen going on the fish. So I did order 40 of them. We'll rotate them. You're also going to have a clip on every bag. Okay, that is for your big fish, your big slab of the day. Okay, which is sponsored by B&M Poles, just to throw that in there. They're going to provide money every day for the big slab event. So that's just a little kicker on top of everything else. So it's key that that fish, it's tagged with that clip. When you go to weigh in, you're going to weigh in your big fish first. Tag comes off. You get the fish back in the water. The clip goes back in the bag. We keep rotating the 40 bags through the weigh-in field. If I need to get more, I'll get more. But what I was told, 40 should do it. But we'll see.
Awesome. So got a question here from Tommy himself. Tommy says, I need to read the rules. Yes, sir, you do. Don't know if this can be answered. What will it take each day to win? I heard y'all say it has big fish. So if we could real quick, we're going to go around. We're going to just get everybody's opinion one at a time. We're going to start down there in the corner with Chad. What do you think it'll take each day to win, Chad?
I bet you better have 14 pounds.
Yeah.
All 3 days?
Day.
All 3 days?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that would be 42 total for the tournament.
Gotcha. Nathan, what do you got?
Yeah, I'll say around that, between, probably 13, 14 pounds a day from the fish that I've seen that's been caught down there since we've announced this tournament. Seen people down there fishing.
Gotcha. Dan, any comment?
I'm right with them. It's going to be every bit 13 pounds every day, for sure.
Steven?
1175.
11.75
A day?
1175. All 3 days. You got it.
All right. So here's what I'm going to say. Texas crappie assassin, yes, mostly black crappie in that lake. There are some whites. There are black nose, but mostly black crappie. Of course, black nose is a hybrid of a black crappie, right? A type of a black crappie. They actually lose that black nose as they spawn out. But anyway, we'll move on. So I'm going to say the first day you're going to have 14 pounds to be in the top 5. I'm going to say the second day you're going to see weights drop. I think if you bring in between 11 and 12 the second day, you're going to stay right where you're at. And then I think on the third day, you're probably going to have that 13, 14 pound bag again. But I'm thinking on that second day, you're going to see a drop in weights. That's That's my opinion. And I have a million different reasons for that, but I think you'll see a drop in weights on day 2. I do. It's a huge lake. I just don't think it's going to fish as big as we think it is. I think there'll be a drop in weights. But I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to find out. Dale Hollow is a 10-inch limit, Tim says. That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's a good. Actually, I'm glad he put that up, guys, because I'm not gonna. Well, here's Heath. Heath says, "Isn't Dale Hollow a 12-inch fish minimum to keep?" So there's some misinformation out there. Okay. And I know where these 2 comments, I know where they're coming from. All right. A lot of you guys probably know where they're coming from too. But it is not a 12-inch lake. If you, everybody's out there online, everybody's looking at stuff. So if you get out there and you're looking at something and you see somebody tell you that it's a 12-inch, 12-inch lake, you got to be 12 inches to keep. That's not true. It is 10 inches. Okay. So if you see that 12 out there, it's not true. I actually ran across that this week where I was out online looking at some stuff, doing my digging, and come across with somebody that said it was 12, and it was a pretty predominant person that actually posted it was 12-inch fish, 12-inch limit down there. So it is 10-inch limit, 15 per day per person. Dan, are you going to let guys keep fish at the tournament?
Yeah, there's no rule against it. That's fine. Yeah.
Nate might have a different opinion. Nate, what you got down there, Nate?
I mean, the fish that are weighed in go back in the water
Every
for sure.
fish that you weigh in needs to be released back in the water.
That's correct. Yeah, that's in the rules. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But if the guys want to keep, let's say they catch 30 fish that day, their 7 go back, but can they keep the ones that they're not weighing in?
That's how we run our deal. Yeah.
That's a question I know somebody will ask. I mean, crappie anglers like to eat crappie. That's just what we do, right? Let's
True
see
that.
here. Tommy said his partner's a black crappie whisperer. Y'all in trouble. Yeah. Well, we'll see about that, Tommy. We will see. It's going to be fun.
Hey, one thing, Matt, you brought up about fuel. The fuel pumps will be open on the lake, just so you know. You'll have access to that. One thing to keep in mind that they don't take American Express credit cards, so don't bring an American Express credit card.
Artificial bait only. Texas
No.
Crappie Assassin.
Use both. So for those that want live bait, you're going to have aerated 1-pound bags. That's what we're working on for everybody. So if you want flatheads, minnows, whatever it's down there, Steve, you can help with that. But you're going to get aerated 1-pound bags if you want them.
And where are those going to be located? Where can they find those?
Right now, Denny's working on that. There's a bait shop down the road. I don't remember the name of it, but we'll have that squared away for everybody.
Bring them up there.
But they'll be able to get them. They'll be able to get them at the marina the morning.
Yes, they'll be delivered up to the marina for those that want them.
Yeah. Are we going to deliver them to the ramps for those that want them?
We possibly can do that. Yeah, they'll definitely be down at the state park. I need to get figured out, but the Pleasant Grove and the Dale Hollow one, yes, they will be there.
Okay, that's awesome.
And this is a 2-state lake. So you have to keep in mind on that as far as being legal on your fishing license, because it is a Kentucky lake and a Tennessee lake, depending on where you fish.
Yes. Now, there is a reciprocating license agreement between Tennessee and Kentucky.
On parts of it.
On parts of it. There you go. That is the kicker. So there is literally one arm of the lake that, for some reason, the reciprocating license doesn't can't carry over to. And it's just that one branch, that one arm. So do your homework on it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy the Kentucky so I don't have to worry about it. It's what I'm probably going to do. I mean,
Absolutely.
Kentucky fishing license is not that expensive. I think it's like a whole year's worth is $55 or something like that. So, and a Tennessee fishing license is cheaper than that. I mean, you can, and non-resident, I think, is $30 or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen. But
It's $50.
50.
is it 50?
Both
They
of
went up.
them, yeah, both of them is about the same, going both ways.
Yeah, yeah. So small price to pay for not getting a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I assure you, TWRA catches wind. We're down there for the week. They're coming. They'll be there. I'm sure Kentucky will be too. Just making sure everybody's on the up and up. Let's see. Any other questions out here, guys? You guys have anything else?
Yeah, one thing I did want to bring up, just so you know, we do want to give back too as well. So we're working with the high school anglers. They're going to come out and help us out, especially for live well checks and helping the weigh-in line. So we're going to help support those schools as well for coming out and helping us out. So the Bass high school anglers will be down to help, which is awesome.
So, Dan, you talked a little bit about the morning of the tournament. First morning of the tournament, everybody will go to their respected ramps, and they will be checked in at the ramp by an official. Live well checks will be done. Sorry, I stepped away when you were talking, just kind of making sure we hit on some things.
Yep.
Live well checks will be done at the ramps that morning. It's going to be very seamless for everybody to get on the lake. We're going to get everybody on the lake safely. That's our first and foremost, is getting everybody out there safe, getting everybody back safe. I don't know. Raise your hand on here if you have wife and kids, anybody that wants you to come home at the end of this tournament.
I'm fishing with my wife, so she'll want me home for sure.
So you want to be able to get her home, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, I know I have wife and kids, and I know everybody else out there has wife and kids, or somebody that loves them, somebody that wants them to come home at the end of this tournament. So we're trying to do everything that we can to, again, space everybody out, keep everybody safe. The tournament, the ramps, and everybody going to their respective ramps the first morning. That's going to change the second morning, based on where you're finishing, where you finished in the field. But it's going to be a great tournament. It really is. And you guys, again, have done a wonderful job. I mean, you really have. I'm going to speak for everybody on here. We've got almost 60 people watching right now. So, I'm going to speak for everybody on here and just say thank you to you guys. You guys have, again, done an awesome job. You put a lot of time and sweat. And this group, like Dan said, it has been meeting for what, 6-7 months.
Yep.
And has spent probably 100 hours on the phone with, in this kind of setting, in a group setup where everybody has their opinions and they get to talk, and it's just great. You guys have come up with a really good concept, a really great tournament. So I know it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger, and there's going to be more and more people fish it, and there's going to be more and more people want to fish it. How many boats did you say were registered right now, Dan?
We have 106 teams that are registered.
106 out of 150. So, I mean, here we are. And when did everybody start handing out their invitations? I mean, when did you guys release this to your fishing people?
1st of November.
1st of November. Nathan?
Yeah, about the same, about 1st of November or so.
Yeah, we were end of October to 23rd.
Steve? Yeah, Steve?
1st of November to mid-November.
Yeah, and I started handing them out here in Tennessee about 1st of November. So, guys, we're a month into opening this up to crappie fishermen and letting them participate in a great event that is affordable. There's already over 2/3 of the field that's committed.
Yep.
To the event. That's incredible. I mean, you guys should be extremely, extremely proud of that. That is incredible. To get that many crappie anglers interested, and that was before there was even any rules out for this thing. There wasn't even any rules out yet, And people are like, I don't care. You're paying out what for how much to get into it? And I get to stay there all 3 days and fish? Here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you guys should be extremely proud of that. That's awesome. You guys have done a
like I said,
fantastic
I
job.
want to say that's the biggest goal of this tournament is keep it affordable for the average, weekend crappie fishing, tournament angler, for everybody to get together, have fun, make it a club experience, but on a mass level. That's our whole goal of
Yep.
this whole thing. When Dan called me and wanted to do this, we've got this put together where everybody stays involved all 3 days. Nobody goes home. I think that's a big deal. I think everybody will really enjoy it.
I agree 100%. So we got a couple more questions over here. Dan, I'll let you, you can answer, or one of the guys can answer. I can answer, whatever you prefer. Texas Crappie Assassin says, trailer in every day, or can we have a slip?
I was going to bring that up. So if you have a slip down there at the Cedar Hill or Dale Hollow, yeah, you can have a slip. We'll make sure that we get you checked in and your live well checked. We're going to have spreadsheets on everything. So all the marshals will be checking everybody's boat number and live well to make sure we capture everybody. So slip is good. You're fine.
Awesome. Todd says, Matt, when will we get our boat number?
Well, I can send that to you now if you'd like. I can send everybody's boat number. What the fear is that, let's just say we have 170 boats in the field. Those will change a little bit. Based on Pleasant Grove, I know we can get a ton of boats there. Down at Dale Hollow, we've confirmed you can get 50 in there. And then the State Park Marina, heck, you can put 300 boats up there. I'll be more than happy to give it to you if you want it, but I will tell you, there's a possibility it could be tweaked a little bit.
Well, their launch site could be tweaked a little bit, but their boat number would stay the same.
Yeah, the boat number would stay the same, but their launch site could be tweaked.
Yeah. So the finalized launching procedure, or the finalized split, let's call it the finalized split for the flights, that'll be Wednesday at the pre-tournament meeting, Wednesday night, right?
You'll have everything. Everything will be in well. You might even have it before that, once we kind of cut everything off, because there will be a cut to everything, folks. After September, there's a late fee, but I'm sure we'll have everything taken care of by then. And for those, we were talking about payments the other day. We do have some folks that have already paid for the tournament, plus vendors that have paid for the tournament. If you want to pay now, you're more than welcome to. It just makes it easier for me, admin-wise, to get everybody in. But if you can't, I'd pretty much like to start seeing some commitments start flowing in sometime mid-January, February, March. That would be awesome. Just in case, if for some reason folks can't come, we can kind of make sure the field is full. So that would help.
Yeah. So Tim's got a question here. He says, where can we find more details? Is anything in writing yet?
Yeah, all the rules are in writing. Liability forms are in writing. Flight process procedures in writing. Everything was pretty much in writing. For those that I emailed everybody today to kind of be on this call, I can send that all back out to you. If you haven't received something, let me know. Because the liability waiver form, just so everybody knows, you'll need to sign that. Just basically CYA clause. The event is also insured as well. But we need everybody to sign off on a liability and waiver.
Yeah. So, and if you're looking for rules for the tournament, you're looking for those things, they're on the Midwest Crappie Alliance Facebook page as well too, right?
Yes. Some of it's out there, but not all of it. So the liability and waiver form is not out there yet. The flight process is not out there yet, but the rules are out there. Some of the booth stuff and the CAD drawings are not out there. So.
Yeah, but for the angler that says, well, I might want to fish in that, let me go look at the rules, he can find those at Midwest Crappie Alliance Facebook page.
Yes, he can, or she can. Correct.
Yeah. Okay, great. Brian says, is there going to be a Midwest Crappie Alliance trail or just an annual shootout?
There will be an annual tournament every year. The key is to expose the lake in the Midwest. on a bigger format. We're going to start talking about our next lake probably in the next couple months, just to try to get that rolling as well. So if you guys have a suggestion, throw it out to us. We'll love to hear it. But we're going to have another one every year.
And try to focus on the Midwest, the
That's
area
key.
that we're already in. Not
That's correct. We want to stay in the Midwest. The key is travel time too, right? When Nate and I were talking about it, we were kind of like, man, we'd love to stay around 7.5 hours max to get to wherever we want to go, just because of cost and all that kind of stuff. So Dale Hollow fit perfectly into with what we wanted.
Yeah, and I think you lose a lot of the details in an annual or in a trail.
Yeah.
It's hard to run a trail and have an event the size that's going to happen at Dale Hollow. Okay. You can't get sponsors together and have an expo every month. It's not possible. Everybody's being pulled in 50 different directions, and to be able to get everybody and have this big of an event that not only tournament anglers can participate in, but the general crappie public can come and get just a massive amount of information and a massive amount of product details and things in one place. That's hard to do every month. You really couldn't do that every month. You wouldn't be able to put together that much.
Yeah, it's literally taken us 8 months to get where we're at today, and we have a ton of action items and lists put together that we still have stuff to do. So it's a pretty big task, but it's going extremely well.
Yeah, and the allure of such a great event is it doesn't happen all the time.
Yep.
It only comes around every so often. It's like the comets that you always hear on the news about. The comet's going over tonight. My wife makes me go buy a telescope so she can watch it. And then by the time the next one comes over, she's lost the telescope. I go buy another one.
Yep.
Same thing, right? So, Todd's got a question. He says, "Will it be a random draw?" So I think he's talking about the flight process. No, the flight process on day one will not be a random draw, Todd. It will actually go by your registration number for day one. And then for day two, it will be by placement in the field. So if you finish it, you go out day one, you catch 14 pounds or 15 pounds, like these guys are saying you got to catch on day one to be in the lead. Let's say you're in first, and that would put you out in the first flight on day two. Okay. So, and if you're in 100th, which is, probably where I'll end up landing at, I'll go out in the second flight because it'll be 51 to 100. So, or something of that nature, depending on how many teams are in the field. So all that will get finalized at cutoff. You guys will get everybody that's fishing the tournament. Again, Dan will send everything out to everybody after cutoff when there's a exact amount of boats. We know who's going out of what ramp. We got it down to a science, and then you guys will know exactly where you're going and when you're going.
Yep.
But day two, it'll change because it goes by position in the field, whatever place you're in. And then on day three, where'd you say everybody's going out of? The 25 are going out of what ramp on day three?
Pleasant Grove.
So on day three at the 25, they're fishing for the money. You'll go out, and you're paying back the top 25, right?
That's correct. Top 25.
So the top 25 in the tournament are going to get a check.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's paying into the field. You're basically paying a fifth of the field, right?
Yep.
Well, no, a sixth of the field. I know math. I went to some high school somewhere. I promise I know math. Kind of. 2 + 2 is 2.5.
There you go.
Right. I'm a crappie fisherman. I don't have to know math. I got live scope. I don't need to know how deep to count. I just watch it go down.
Where's those jigs at? You want to show those jigs off again?
Which ones?
One you were talking about for Dale Hollow.
No, you got to go watch my live to see that.
I did.
I'm not going into that. No, I don't care to show it. You all want to use these bright orange jig heads. everybody wants to have orange jig heads in the boat to fish Del Hollow. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Steven, am I lying?
I'm letting you tell this tale.
All right. That'll work. That'll work. If the only thing better than orange on that lake, guys, is gold. That's the only thing better. That's it.
Gold works great here, just so you know.
Yeah, in muddy water.
You got that right.
Yep. Yeah. So let the stories begin. Let the tales. So guys, obviously you all know we've all had this conversation. I'm on YouTube. I was talking to a guy the other day and he's like, man, you gonna start doing videos on Del Hollow when you go pre-fish? And I'm like, absolutely I am. No doubt, 100%. He's like, oh man, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna watch those. I said, yeah, so will everybody else in the field. And guess what? And guess what? There's no identifying factors on that lake at all, except for the marinas. That's the only identifying factors on that lake. Everything else is woods and hills. And I promise I'm gonna tell everybody I'm 3 creeks up from the dam every video. Every video, I'm 3 creeks up from the dam. He said, yeah, I'm not watching your videos. I said, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. Can't give all our secrets away, right, guys?
Nope.
Anybody have anything else? Steve?
I'm good.
Hey, if anybody's interested in performance shirts, let me know. We do have some shirts that have been printed. Yeah, I'm going to order a bulk order, but if anybody wants one, now these are kind of says Dale Hollow logo on it, and then it's on the back. I don't know if you can see it. If you're there, I don't know. There it is, right there. Okay. So these are blue, and there's also a silver color. Let me know if you're interested. We'll put your orders in too as well. So
Dan, question from Dave D. Is it 50,000 total prize or 50,000 for first place?
well, I think y'all wish it was 50,000 for first place. It's going to be more than 50,000 for the top 25. 50,000 was the number that we started with. But like I said, everything that comes in from the sponsors of booth is all going back into the tournament. So we'll see where that falls, and then we'll have an exact payout for the top 125 soon.
So yeah, 50,000 is the guaranteed payback number with 150 boats. But that is the guaranteed payout number. So there's a difference in the guaranteed payout and the actual 100% payout. So you always have to guarantee a payout on every tournament you do. At least have a percentage of payout, right? For you guys that run tournament trails, you've got to at least tell guys, hey, we're 100% payback, we're 90% payback, whatever it is that you do for your respective trail. So the 50,000 total payout is for 150 boats, bare minimum payout, 50 grand. But to Dan's point, you're probably going to land somewhere 60 plus is probably safe to say. Today,
Correct.
So there's going to be probably 60,000 plus in the pot.
That's very fair to say.
Tommy says, I assume Del Hollow is mainly clear water.
Yepper.
Can I tell a story real quick? Is it okay?
Go for it.
So the first time I went to Del Hollow, I backed off my trailer at the ramp. I backed in. Actually, I slid in. When they go to Del Hollow, they'll get that. Slid in the lake, right? And I'm backing the boat off the trailer, and I'm like, crap, it's not getting deeper. Why is it not getting deeper? I'm looking off the side of the boat, and I'm like, it's not getting deeper out here. And I look up at my unit, it says 15 feet. And I was like, well, wait, I can still see concrete. That's that. Okay, cool. Well, here we go. Let's roll. Am I lying?
Nope.
No, you're not lying.
Not lying. So there you go, Tommy. There's a little Dale Hollow story for you. But yeah, and then I pulled up on the bank to get out of the boat. It didn't look like I was in the water. I was just like, holy crap. And I'm a clear water fisherman. I fish clear water. I mean, Cherokee is Cherokee is very similar to Dale Hollow in every way. Depth, clarity. I mean, it's very similar. Steve, you know that. If you know Scott and Neil, you know they thrive in Clearwater.
Yep.
Like I said, I love fishing with them guys. Hey, next time you see them, ask them if they won on Cherokee last year. That'll get Scott going.
All right, I'll do it.
Because that's Scott's home lake. He lives on that lake.
Yeah.
And we were fortunate enough to best him last year on Cherokee. So make sure you mention that to him. He may be on here tonight. I don't know, but make sure you mention it to him. All right.
All right.
He'll get a kick out of that. Say, I heard this Mac guy say you weren't fishing your home lake very well, something like that. But no, it is very clear. Yeah, it's very clear for sure.
I think we covered them all.
I think so too. I'm looking to see if there's any other questions or anything. I don't see anything else, guys. So does anybody have anything else before we get off for the evening? We've been on a little over an hour, so stretching our time out there.
No, I honestly, I just want to thank a lot of folks. Everybody that's on, thank you for being a participant. To all the anglers that have signed up already, huge thank you. For everybody involved, all the directors, everything that you guys are doing to help make this a success. I couldn't be more thankful and proud of everybody. We're very passionate about what we do. We're passionate about crappie fishing. We want this to be very detailed and a successful event, and we want to keep doing it every year. So for all the folks behind the scenes that have helped out too, thank you as well. It's a big deal for us, just for some guidance on some things that we might need. So thank you. Really to the town of Salina. Get ready. It's going to be a blast. Thank you to Chamber of Commerce down there, the mayor down there, everybody involved in, welcoming us. When we were down there, it was a blast meeting everybody. So thank you, Salina, Tennessee. This is going to be fun. And really, Denny Wilbert, if you're out there listening, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for listening to us. We're appreciative of everything that you've done as well. So
Yeah, but just not that, just letting Salina down there, letting us come into their territory and donating the facilities for us.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Yep.
So you can't beat that.
No. So a lot of hard work by a lot of folks to make this thing fly. So it's crazy. So thank you.
Absolutely. Steven, you got anything in closing there, buddy?
Not really. Just gonna be fun. Gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
It is. Brian, real quick. Brian said Dale Hollow is going to be a busy lake for the next 11 months. Well, it's going to be a busy lake for the next 10 months because the month of October next year, you're not allowed to be on the lake, right? Off limits the month of October. So October 1st until November 1st, the participants or fishermen or tournament participants cannot fish that lake. You got to stay off it. So the next 10 months, it's going to be busy. Yeah, definitely. Bill, I know you've been in and out on us. We've been trying to keep you live when you're here. You got anything you want to say in closing there?
I got to apologize. Every time a Bigfoot walks through my backyard, the signal drops out. So
that's okay,
no,
buddy.
I've been listening as well as I could. So, but no, I just appreciate everything everybody's done for us so far, and I hope it continues.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nate, you got anything?
Just hopefully everybody gets involved. It's going to be a great tournament. I think it's going to be something that we can grow for years to come. I think everybody will really enjoy it.
Yeah. And
Agreed.
And one more last thing, Matt, if I can, to all the sponsors, the vendors that have asked questions and have given us a lot already, man, thank you. The support has been tremendous from everybody. So can't thank everybody enough. So, and to all you guys, seriously, thank you for everything that you're doing. It means a ton.
Absolutely. Well, I said it once before. I'll say it again. Congratulations to you guys. The people you see here tonight, guys, are the method behind the madness. They're the magic behind the whole thing. And, you know, you guys have already done an awesome job at this point to have the participation and the feedback that you've got over 100 boats already in a month's time. That's incredible. I mean, it's awesome. So, you know, from no matter what happens from here, I think you've already done an awesome job. So congratulations to each and every one of you. And thank you for everything y'all have done, because it's going to be that B type tournament, like I talked about, where, you know, everybody can participate in it and it still has a great payout. Everybody can get excited about it and have something to look forward to. And in today's world, in today's age, it's nice to have something to look forward to, right?
Absolutely.
So just to be able to say, heck yeah, I got something to look forward to and I got something to drive towards for the next 10 months. I'm going to go put in so much time on that lake, it makes me sick, which is probably where I'm getting ready to head. But yeah, I mean, it's just great to have something to look forward to. And thank you to you guys for putting it all together and making it happen.
No problem. We look forward to it. Love it.
All right. I think we're good, everybody. I don't see any more questions on the live feed. So thank y'all again for being here. Thank everybody for participating. I hope y'all have a great night. I hope everybody out there watching has a great night, great week. Dan, we're gonna do these again. Keep everybody up to date.
Absolutely. Yep.
What are you thinking on frequency of this? I mean, are you talking once a month, or are we talking?
Once a month is perfect, I think. Yep.
Let everybody know what's going on, what's new, what the field looks like, how many anglers have committed, that sort of thing. Keep everybody up to date.
Yep.
Cool. Same time, same place, I guess.
Same time, same place.
Awesome. All right. Thank y'all very much. Everybody have a good night. We'll see y'all next time.
See you guys. Thank you.